Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today we're jumping into another gentle declutter. As we move further and further into the second half of the year, I feel more and more ready to reconcile with some of my categories of makeup. And today I really was feeling like it was time to declutter my lip products. As you can see here, there is a lot. So we should just go ahead and get into it. I'm going to be swatching things, comparing things. I don't know if I'm going to reconcile with lip liners for sure today. It's just not a category I feel like I need to necessarily reconcile with, but we'll see how the rest of the video goes. I feel the most like I need to go through my lipsticks, so maybe we should start there. And that will include lip crayons as well. Here are all of the lipsticks. I think it makes most sense to, like the blushes, go ahead and kind of separate things by what I recall in my mind palace of makeup in terms of the colors, color grouping. So I think we'll start with some of the smaller, more obvious categories and then get into other ones. I think we'll kind of start with the reds because I have the fewest of those. So this is the L'Oreal Nude Intense in the shade 176 New Irreverent. This is such a pretty shade, and it is a dupe for Pat McGrath Fever Dream. This does have a slight golden like luminosity to it, so it's very, very pretty. I wish I had pulled this out during the summer. I mean, summer's not over, so there's still time, but I do love this one and I will keep it. This is from Lancome. These are their Intimates, and this is the shade 888 French Idol, my favorite red in my collection. It's a very wearable red. It's kind of a neutral red. It's not really super warm, but it's also not a blue red either. And so I will definitely keep that. This is Charlotte Tilbury Walk of No Shame. This is one I definitely think of as a red. And I do like to wear red lipstick. Wow, that's really similar to French Idol, although French Idol looks ever so slightly more blue-red than Walk of No Shame, but this is a beautiful one that I'd like to pull out for fall. Another favorite is this CoverGirl Exhibitionist Ultra Matte in the shade Sweeten Up. This is my most bright red, and it is a blue red. It's very matte, but very, very beautiful. I hunted this thing down when I saw it on someone else's channel. And then this one I kind of treat as a red lip liner. I do have a red lip liner, but this one is more of like for the perimeter of my lips, and you'll see why. It is deeper than the other reds in my collection, and so I use this around the perimeter of my lips, kind of like a lip liner. And then I really like putting Sweeten Up in the center of the lips, but this would also work beautifully with any of these shades, really. So again, I'm going to keep that one. Let's go ahead and swatch some of my other more bold shades. This is one of the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayons. I forgot to say that. This is the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon in Own Your Empire. And then this is the shade Accept a Dare, and it's a beautiful sort of plummy shade. I think of it as my one purple lippy, and I do really enjoy this for certain looks, and especially during the fall and winter. Here's another bold one. This is the shade Damned from NARS. They don't make this formula anymore. This is their Velvet Matte lip pencils, and again, they don't make these anymore. Ooh, but that's similar, isn't it? Those two are very similar. Which one would I use more? Gosh, I don't know. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep Damned and part with Accept a Dare, just because this one is newer and I know one person who will absolutely love to have this, my girl Angela at Curly Girl Angela G. So I'm going to go ahead and pass that on to her. She loves these lip crowns as much as I do, but I definitely don't need a duplicate of such a bold shade. So I'm going to go ahead and part with that one. Another bold one is this here. This is the same formula from NARS, and this is in the shade Let's Go Crazy, which it was at one point when I was on YouTube my signature lip color. I love, again, this formula, but this color reminds me of my grandma. She always wore bold lipstick, and I just thought that was super cool. This is one of the ink crayons that I don't use very much. It's the shade Run the World, and I want to compare it. That might be why. It's a little bit more cool toned than what I normally wear. I want to swatch it against this one from Milani. This is the shade Petal in their Color Fetish matte lipstick. See, that's much more my color in terms of a bold pink, because it's warm toned. So I'm gonna keep this one and go ahead and let go of this one. Again, I think Angela would be happy to get her hands on that one. This is definitely a deeper shade. This is another one of the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Intimates, but it's kind of a, oh yeah, that's really pretty. I'm definitely keeping that. Okay, but I'm gonna put it to the side because we'll swatch this against some more like Dusty Rose. I'm trying to think if any of these are more bold. Yeah, this one's definitely more bold. And again, kind of similar to these right here. I don't know. It's a little bit different. I'm gonna keep this one for now. It's kind of berry toned. This is Lancome Got Me Blushin'. I'm gonna think about this one. This is Live on the Edge in the matte ink crayon. I really like this shade, and I like it again as a liner. I'll put it around the perimeter of my lips and then put something else in the center. This Armani lipstick is also quite dark. Ooh. Wow, those are similar. I feel like I need to get use out of this beautiful Armani lipstick, but I do really like using this as a liner, even though I don't really need to. Okay, well, let's think about those as well. And then here's another one from NARS. This is the shade Walkery, and it's kind of similar, but definitely matte. I guess I will keep that one. And then may as well swatch this. This one I'm panning right now in my year-long project. It's so tiny. This is the shade Dulce Vita. I don't even know what I would call it, but it's very pretty. This one I'm also working on in Project 10 Uses, but it's one, again, that I don't know that I really need. But it is pretty. Oh, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of matte and it's kind of thick. Yeah, I guess I'll keep it for now. That was Sephora Collection matte lipstick in the shade 4, which I think is Never Ashamed. Okay, let's keep on keeping on. Most of these are some version of nude left, and so I think I will sort them out according to more like nudes, pinky nudes, that kind of thing, or pinks in general. Let's see here. These Lancome ones I wish I had in my Mind Palace of makeup because I always have to open them all like this. I think we'll bring these warm, dark ones in too and swatch them against these more brown nudes as well. I can tell you that not a lot of these will probably leave because this is kind of my favorite kinds of nudes. This is the shade Lead the Way. Again, another Superstay ink crayon, but this is my favorite. This is the first one that I bought. It's the one that I've used the most. So very pretty. Definitely keeping it, but I'm gonna keep it here on camera so I put things in order and we can really see what we're working with here. This is another CoverGirl Exhibitionist Ultra Matte. I don't know if they're making this formula anymore, but you can still find it on Amazon. And this is a shade Stay With Me. This is the one I probably use the least, but I do just love this formula. So I'm gonna think on that one and then see if we have any like duplicates in here. And this one I'm not for sure about. This one from Lancome is called Hush Hush number 320. You can see now why I am ready to declutter this section of my makeup, because I can't even remember what everything looks like, but that's really pretty. I definitely prefer it to the CoverGirl one, but again, we're gonna think on it. We're gonna swatch everything and then make our decisions, I think. I do have Pillow Talk as well as 2 Pillow Talk dupes, so to speak. So let's go ahead and swatch those next. We'll start with Pillow Talk. I just bought this recently. Definitely not parting with it or any of my Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. I absolutely love this shade. I will say Lead the Way is pretty similar, but not quite there. And then this one is quite old, from Flower Beauty. Oh, what are they called? Petal Poppin' something or other. Anyways, this is the shade Spiced Petal. Really enjoy this. This is a cream formula, whereas Pillow Talk is a matte formula. But you can see there, I mean, they're basically identical. And then this is a matte one. Again, Color Fetish Matte in the shade Secret, number 430. And again, pretty much the same. I will say I prefer the Charlotte Tilbury matte formula to this one. I have thought about, however, melting this down into a cream blush because I love the shade, and as a blush I think it would be really nice. This is the Nude Sticks Gel Color Lip and Cheek Balm in the shade Pulse. I really enjoy the formula of this. It is definitely a gel formula. I don't know, I never reach for this one, but it's also very similar to Pillow Talk. I think I probably will end up getting rid of the Flower Beauty one for sure. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hot Lips 2 in the shade Glowing Jen. This was a gift from my kiddos. And this is one of the refillable lipsticks. So you can put a different shade in if you want to. And it's a nice, warm, rosy lipstick. Let's go in next with Bond Girl from Charlotte Tilbury. This is one of my favorite Charlotte Tilbury shades. Let's go in with Risky Business that we kind of swatched before. It is quite close to Bond Girl, isn't it? I just don't know if I can get rid of that one. We'll think about it. Here's Natasha Denona. This was from the My Dream collection, and this is in the shade Natasha. These are like my cooler pinky nudes. So here is Natasha. Definitely not getting rid of that one. It is very pretty, but I do think it's close, similar maybe to Merit Baby, which is also a favorite. Oh man, look at that. Now they are quite similar. I don't know. I really love this formula. Well, I love both of the formulas. So we need to think about those, And then the last one, this is my newest lip purchase. It's the L'Oreal Color Riche in the shade Organza, number 236. And this is a frosty lipstick, which is why I bought it. Those 90s frosty lips are coming back. There's that. So pretty. All right, decision making time. I think I can part with this one. I just don't reach for it. It's an easy color to wear, so I think someone else in my friends or family or Angela would probably really enjoy having this. So I'm gonna let go of that. Let's talk about our 3 Pillow Talk dupes. Obviously, I'm gonna keep Pillow Talk, but I do think I can part with Spiced Petal, even though it's a beautiful cream formula that I do enjoy. This is definitely expired, I can tell you that much. It's very, very old. So that one I won't pass on. This one I am going to declutter, but I think I might melt this down into a cream blush. So I feel good about that. We're keeping all of these, I think, actually. Yeah, because I do feel like this one would be easy to pan at some point. Could be a purse lippy or something like that. I think I am going to keep both of those. I do think I want to keep both of these. I feel like Bond Girl here is just a little bit more berry, whereas this is just a little bit more nude. Actually, when sitting here looking at this, I think I'm gonna go ahead and let go of Pulse from Nude Sticks. It's definitely expired, and I need to make some hard decisions if I want to keep my entire collection of lipsticks in my current storage. So these are all of my more brown lipsticks. Let's go ahead and swatch these two. We already swatched these before against each other, and they're like very similar. So I want to kind of swatch ones that I think will be similar together so I can make some decisions here. So again, this is Maybelline Live on the Edge, and this is Giorgio Armani Lip Power in the shade 504. I do not remember what the shade name was, and no, I did not buy this. I did get this one in PR. That definitely has a little more red to it now that I see it in this light. I want to try Revlon Rum Raisin, Super Lustrous Lip and Rum Raisin next to these two. That is very close to Live on the Edge. Again, from NARS. We'll do Bahama first. Okay. It's definitely more nude than I thought it would be. Put that here, I guess. And then this one is Dance Fever, very brown. Okay, I want to swatch next the MAC Whirl. Wow, those are similar, aren't they? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and part with Dance Fever. Just gonna make that choice. And then this is the NARS Soft Matte Lip Balm in the shade Touch Me. And this one's definitely more sheer. I could put this with the tinted balms, but I just feel like it fits better here. And that is super similar to Bahama from NARS. So I'm gonna go ahead and eliminate Bahama. Yay, I'm very happy, I'm doing well. And then this is a pearl finish from Revlon, again in the shade Smoky Rose. And yeah, like I said, this has a pearl finish. I don't wanna get rid of this one, just because, again, we're coming back into those 90s brown lips. And now that I've eliminated a little bit, you know, I feel like I'll have more wiggle room. These three are definitely very similar. I really like all three of these, so I'm going to keep them. Going to keep these, and we got rid of 2 out of the brown category, so I feel really good about that. All right, I'm gonna wash my arm, and then we're gonna get into our nudes and peachy nudes. All right, well, I'm not gonna refilm that part, but I've been sitting here talking to myself for a few minutes. So let me catch you up to speed here. Chill Out Lip Glaze from Flower Beauty. That's the first swatch. I'm letting go of this one. I don't really like, it has a very strong reflect when you put it on the lips. It doesn't have a scent, which I don't love, so I'm parting with that one. This one from Naturium, the Phyto Glow Lip Balm in Jam, I'm parting with. It's very hard to squeeze out. It's a pretty color. I might put this in like a drawer or put it like down in my kitchen or something, but it's a lip balm. It really doesn't belong in this collection video anyways. And then this Lano Lips Rose Gold 101 ointment is just not my jam. It's, you know, it's got some shimmer to it. It's kind of a reddish color. It's pretty, but I just don't reach for it. So I'm going to go ahead and part with that one. The second swatch in is the Milani Nourishing Lip Plumper in the shade Luminoso. This one's almost gone, and this is a repurchase for me. It probably will be a repurchase in the future as well. Then we have the third swatch, which is the same product, but in the shade Soft Rose. Again, this one is almost gone. Lots of windowing. So I love that, and that one was a repurchase as well. The fourth shade down is this L'Oreal Glow Paradise Balm and Gloss in the shade Rose Harmony. Very pretty. Then we have the NYX. This is Milky Gloss in the shade Cherry Skimmed. A nice kind of berry and cool tone shade. And then I am thinking about this bottom shade is the Rimmel Stay Glossy in the shade Blushing Belgraves. It's just very old, so I don't know. Thinking on that one. This is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss in the shade Sugar Poppy. It's clear, so no reason to swatch that one. This is my Lancome Juicy Tube in the shade Dreamsicle, and this is where I left off. So show you this. This one will be kind of hard to see, but it is like an iridescent kind of shade here, and I do really like this just over a lip liner especially, so I will keep that one. This is the Hamish Daylism lip gloss in the shade Nudie Rose. Very pretty, and it kind of smells like strawberry bubblicious gum. So there's that shade, nice warm nude, keeping that one. This is a Creme Brulee from NYX in the Butter Gloss formula. Very pretty, light, kind of peachy pink shade. It's great for topping off the center of the lips or going over a darker lip liner. I have finished one of these before. And then we have the Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline, which I also really enjoy. This is kind of a more cooler tone, well, not cooler tone, closer to neutral nude gloss that I just really enjoy, again, over a lip liner or over another lip product. So I'll keep that one. And this is my second or third of the Fenty Gloss Bombs in this particular shade, which is the original Fenty Glow. And I just love that this shade. This, I think I just need to get rid of. I haven't used it in a hot minute. This is the Bobbi Brown Crushed Liquid Lip in the shade Give a Fig. Let me smell it. Oh yeah, she's gone off anyways. Well, it was such a pretty color, such an amazing formula. It's really just a very pigmented gloss. It's not a liquid lip. Beautiful shade though. I love that shade, but yeah, it's time to let this one go, unfortunately. I think I'll go ahead and do the lip oils on the back of my hand. This is the Perricone MD No Makeup lip oil in the shade Pink Grapefruit. There's not much to it. It's pretty sheer. I am just currently working through this one, so thought I'd put that in there. This is the Palladio Hydrating Lip Oil in the shade Fly. I did a campaign with Sally Beauty when I was over on TikTok, and they did send me this as well as a few other products. It's pretty nice. I mean, it's nothing I would repurchase, but it is a nice and pretty lip gloss or lip oil. This one is one of the e.l.f. Glow Reviver lip oils, and this one is almost gone. This is the shade Rose Envy. I've also finished up the shade Jam Session, which was also really beautiful. And then this is the shade Honey Talks, and it's kind of a nude beige shade. I really like that one. These are very easy to go through for me because I just reapply throughout the day. And then this was one of the choices for the birthday gift this year at Sephora. And this is the Kosas Wet Lip Oil in the shade Unbuttoned. I absolutely love this formula. I also have gone through 2 full size of the Jellyfish shade, which is basically clear. So love that. And so I'm going to keep all of these and work through them one by one. This one's kind of been up here to prep my lips before makeup, and this one's been down by my computer for me to just apply throughout the day. Alrighty, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's just go ahead and start. This is the shade Ice. Got a little bit of an iridescence to it. It's a little bit similar to the Juicy Tube, but this is not as cool tone. Basically, it looks like a clear gloss unless you would wear it over like a lip liner or something else opaque. Love this shade. This is Pearl. Love this to top off the center of the lips, lipstick, lip liner, what have you. It's just basically a clear gloss with like white, silver kind of glimmery goodness. These next four are all from the candy line that they did. So this is the shade Gummy Bear. It's a soft milky pink, basically. My favorite one from the candy line is this one. This is Peach Ring. And it is so pretty, layered over nude lipsticks and liners. This is Bubblegum. Beautiful pink. This is Sweetheart. Admittedly, the one I get the least amount of use out of, but I will use it up at some point. I thought it looked more red when I ordered it, but alas, it's kind of a bright orange. But that's okay. And then I have these two from the original line. These are from the original line as well, but I have Amber and Stone, and they're both nudes. Amber is a little bit more of a warm nude, and these are more like the cream opaque formula. And then this is the shade Stone, and it's more of a cool tone, slightly darker nude, which is pretty. So those are all my lifter glosses, and I still am on the fence about this one. Yeah, it just smells funky. I need to get rid of it. So I'm gonna let Rimmel Blushing Belgraves go. That may be shocking to some of you, which I understand, but if I really do miss it, I can repurchase it. So there is that. For glosses, we are letting go of 5, which is great. And then there's the lip stain. Let me pull out all of the things we're getting rid of today. All right, so let's see how many we got rid of in all here. 14. I'm very happy with that. I feel very happy with that. So getting rid of 14. Now I'm going to go through and organize everything. If you want to stay and watch, I'm going to set it to music, and it might be, you know, fun ASMR kind of stuff. But if not, thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment below if you were shocked about anything I got rid of or not. And let's get this stuff organized. I actually do think I'm gonna go ahead and let go of this Sephora lipstick. I just don't love it. I don't think I'm going to reach for it. So I think Angela would really like to have this one as well. So let's see if we can get everything in frame. That doesn't exactly make me happy, but look at this. Everything fits in my drawers now. I'm so happy about that. That makes me very, very happy. Then I don't feel like I'm missing things that are, you know, on display behind me. So I'm very excited about this, to put these all back in my drawers. I'm gonna wipe everything down and, you know, clean up the lipsticks and things like that. But thank you so much for hanging out with me for what was kind of an exhaustive lip declutter. I really, really appreciate that. And I will see you guys very, very soon for my next video. And I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days. And I will see you in the next one very, very soon. Bye.